Yes, it's time. Issue number 62. We're gonna get to open it up. Yes, and we know it's terrain because that's the terrain colour that they use for the magazine. And we have the seam down in front, still $7.99. And here it is, issue number 62. How long have I waited for you? Alright, let's have a look. Let's get this open up. Recycle that. Yeah, down there. Okay. So we've got a single sprue, and we are going to be getting our servo haulers. And these things look chunky and tough. I'm looking forward to seeing the rules for these. And just a little sprue check there. No, they're all good. They're all good. These remind me, even now, of those kind of like packets of soldiers that you used to get. You'll get like these little models in them. And I mean, this is 2017. And every now and then you'll get like a chunky tank, or you know, like some weird obscure thing, some sort of military vehicle, which wasn't really anything. It was just a cheap toy they just chucked in. That kind of reminds me of this, but this is a lot more fun. And the modifications you could do to this, if you combine this with the objective sprues, could be really interesting. I mean, you know, but anyway, I'm thinking more Gene Stealer Cult for this. But that's another story, so let's put that aside. So the magazine, what have we got? Hopefully we have the mission that we were supposed to have in the last magazine in this one. Huff. So looking at the cover, got some nice weathering detail there, which you can use as reference on yellows, because yellow is actually quite difficult to weather, because you have to use browns and a little touch of black, not too much. So we've got these servo haulers, learn about the Crimson Fists, and discover the Adeptus Custodes. Oh, look at all of that lore. Yes. So we've got Crimson Fists, we've got White Scars, we've got Vanguard Veterans, Adeptus Custodes, and a Custodes showcase. I know I've shown you guys my jet bikes and whatnot, so you know I'm down with these guys. We've got the build for the servo haulers, we've got the paint, we've got the rules finally, and hopefully we've got an actual mission. So Crimson Fists, so this is one of the Imperial Fist successors chapters. So you know, they've gone out on their own to do their thing, but they're all a part of the final war, which is like all the Imperial Fist successor chapters, and those kind of coming together. But you know, it is what it is. And actually they are related in a way to the Sons of the Phoenix. I know I keep mentioning them, but I've got to say at least once every video, so you know what they look like and who they are. But it is for real. It's actually in the what is it, the supplement handbook. It's really good to see. But the Crimson Fists are like just total badasses, if I could say that without censoring myself. Too bad, but look, but they have had a lot of bad luck. You know, they actually had one of their fortifications missiles kind of misfire and destroy the fortification that they were in and take out a lot of the chapter. But they are epic anyway. So they speak about that there. Successor chapters, they're speaking of the White Scars here. So we're getting the Speedy expansion, and some of these I haven't seen. So the Dark Hunters, I haven't seen those before. I mean, there was on that poster, but I've never really taken note of them. I've seen the Storm Reapers, I know about the Marauders, and the Storm Lords. But these guys, nice. Okay, so this is more of the fast bikes and the fast movement chapters, but they've probably got different vehicles they focus on. And the Mantis Warriors, I remember those from the Horus Heresy. That's interesting. Yeah, the Badab War. Okay, I'll read that up later. So we've got the Vanguard Veterans, and we get to see people, veterans with specialist weapons, dealing with the specialist problems. These guys are more like the SAS, or the Green Beret, or you know, whatever you want to call them. And these are the specialists. They take their tools, it can vary, they take a hell of a lot of them, special ammunition and everything. Now we haven't got a Primaris version of these guys yet, but these guys, because of their special weapons and the equipment they can take with them, if you put them in the drop pod and drop them in the backfield, they will mess people up. You know, they really will mess people up. They're cheap, they can be fast, mobile, and it's either fire at these guys or fire at your main force, but these guys can get work done, a lot of work done. Extra attacks, just as tough, but if they're taking things like combat shields or storm shields, you know, the whole outfit could take them, and they could take a while to dig out. Anyway, that's gaming tactics. Adeptus Custodes. I know I've shown you my models on these, so I'm not going to say anything more, but these are the best of the best. Like, these the SAS, these are the best of the best. They guard the Emperor. You know, they're watching over the throne. It's these guys. These guys are on Terra. They're now starting to go out, do Guilliman's kind of statements to get out across the Imperium. But yeah. I mean, look. They're skilled and versed in so many things. These are like, I don't know, the Batman and Captain America of Space Marines, or is that, I think that's downplaying it really. I mean, look at that showcasing. Only thing I'm not cool with here is a Land Raider. I'm not really down with Custodes Land Raiders. They've got Forge World vehicles which are so beautiful, like the grav tanks, and you know, they've got a ship called the Orion. It's like £275 minimum. I mean, you could buy a fridge for that. I think I had a choice of buying that or buying a fridge, and I bought a fridge. I'm still here. So, Custodes jet bikes, beautiful. Look at that, with the burnish there, the purple burnish. I normally go blue, but that's purple, looks nice. Level work there, kind of nice. That little patch there, I normally colour up as a screen, like a wrist green, so they can see what's going on. And they're a highly elite army. I want to say elite army. You will only have a few of these models on the table compared to your opponent's hordes, but they will survive. And I've seen it. I've had hordes of Poxwalkers and Death Guard face off against a small contingent, and these guys held objectives and they did the work. Must have been about 18 models versus about 70, and they stood their ground. Okay, servo haulers, build, clip, glue. That's pretty cool. I mean, you could put these up, if you have like an Orc army, you could take these bits and put them onto an Orc kind of like vehicle to, in quotes, Orcify it. Because things like arms and extra pipes and stuff like that is definitely a thing for them. I mean, you could use that on an actual Orc model and call it the, I think it's a Killer Claw? I can't remember right now. Or something like that. So painting job for these guys, I'm going yellow. There's no two ways about it. I'm going to take mine to yellow, and I'll put on the hazard markings on it. So I think it'll look really good, makes it look industrial. As I know the Admech like to keep everything red, but I think an industrial look for this will really do it wonders. I mean, they're showing you on the front. That's good that they caught the plasma vents there. I would have missed that, in all honesty. It's so tiny, and that probably looks really good against the blue, and it does. Red and the blue there. It's a really nice contrast. There's a little toolbox. How did I not see that? That is crazy. Conventional toolbox right there, look. Hey, maybe I'm one of the Admech. No way. Alright. Battle mat there. We can see what rules do we get here. When a model targets one of those within 3, servo hauler receives a benefit of cover. And is that it? Okay, so you can use these to move crates. Maybe in the game? I don't know. Because all it's given us right now is rules for cover. But if I was playing this, I would use this as rules that you could actually move crates. I would have that. That would be really cool. If you get close to it, you forfeit your shooting for a model, and you just move the terrain across. But it has to happen before you're shooting, so you can't get sneaky and fire and then move it and then move it back. Otherwise, it's lame. So on the page it says how you can use it. There you go. Gaining cover bonus as long as you're within 3, and using the hauler as cover. That's all it is. No man, I would definitely Poxwalkers get cover just because it's in 3. Wait, what? That one's clearly outside of range. Okay, it's dicey. Let's just go with it. I'm done. Better rules. Move the container. Okay. Evacuations occurring. So we've got Planetside readout there. Yeah, you can just definitely see who's winning there. So the hauler heist. Okay, so this is definitely a thing. So this mission is actually for this magazine, unlike last time. So servo haulers are the objectives. If you're within 3, so you get cover. Start a movement phase. They may move it in 6 in any direction, and then you probably want to get it near your side. First player to eliminate an enemy, one. Let's see, control objective 1. Okay, so what'd you get? Deployments, deploy. So basically, you could just move those closer to your positioning. Come on, man, you got to come up with better missions. I can make better missions than this. In fact, you know what? I am going to make missions better than this. I will make missions. Don't worry about it, guys. I will make missions, and it'll be helpful for those of you that are in America that don't get Conquest. You know what? Yes, it's happening. Okay, Lord of Contagion, 7 Plague Marines, 10 Chaos Cultists, 12 Poxwalkers, Primaris Captain, 5 Intercessors, 3 Aggressors, 5 Primaris Scouts. Okay, holding objectives. If you've got those dodgy cover rules, these guys will just be in cover all the time. But you got aggressors. Flamers ignore. Okay, I'm going with Space Marines on that one. You tell me what you think. I know that I took a while there to think about it. I know it took a while to go through these rules. But these don't have the rules I'm expecting. Because this is cover and this is cover. It's not even necessary. Whereas if you give this the ability to move cover over, then you could build a wider lane of defense. That's a lot better. That's more interesting. I don't know what we're thinking. Look, either way, that's neither here nor there. Okay, let me put together the items, but before I do so, let's have a look. So we've got more Poxwalkers as before, and we've got Astro Granite refill. Oh man, that's a tough issue. Do we need more Astro Granite? Maybe, but do I care? No. What will come through probably is the lore on that magazine. More Poxwalkers, yes, that will then fulfill our mission from the previous one, and that should be okay. Anyway, let's take a look and behold the awesomeness. This is the 2 servo haulers. What can I say? They were just fun. Nice little pieces of terrain. They got interesting rules, but not really feeling it. I mean, the detail they got there in the back is something I expect to see off of like a Sisters of Battle tank just there. You know, with the like the Repenter or something. Just the way they got that design. I know it's very gothic, but it's still very cool. Power plasma. The colour I did the same as the antenna I used before on the previous issue. So just straightforward with that blue that we got, and it looks kind of nice contrasted against the yellow. You know, they are primary colours, so they stand out really well. Now for the yellow, I added a kind of brown effect touch with just a little bit of brushing afterwards, and a little bit of sponge work too, because you know I'm using a sponge. But my favourite bit is those little servo intelligences on the side there. Busy watching all the work they have to do for however many thousands of years they're going to be trapped in those machines. And the little detail plates, just like on trains. So I'm not really the biggest train collector. My father loved trains and like train models and whatnot. So I bought him one for one of his birthdays, and my little one, strangely enough, has taken to the habit of trains anyway. I don't know if it's genetic or not, but hey, Either way, and it just really reminds me of that, the old steam trains. It has got that kind of steampunk look about it too. I think that's nice work. The silvers is just your base silver, lead belcher, just popped it with some Stormhost silver. Nothing major there, and just touch the vents just to bring them through a bit more. So that's it for this issue. I look forward to catching you for the next one. I've enjoyed my time and I hope you've enjoyed yours. You're going to have a great week. I'll catch you all again soon. This has been Spekd. Enjoy your time, and PC out.